What is up, homies? Welcome back to another reaction from Heroes Reforged. We're in the season 2 finale of Daredevil Born Again. What a penultimate episode. So much happening. You know, I always talk about how it's like, I can't believe we're at the end. I can't believe we're at the end. But because this show is an annual release, I don't feel that way with this show necessarily. I kind of like that we have a year to sort of like unpack all the events of this show, to then see the other events in the Marvel universe happen, and then to see if this show has any sort of an effect, or if anything else that happens in the universe has an effect on this show. So I think that's really fun. I think with Punisher special coming right after this, and then Spider-Man Brand New Day coming right after that, we're gonna have a pretty good year when it comes to Daredevil's sort of influence in the Marvel universe.
Right now, Daredevil is writing the epitome of street level heroes. Like, this is it. This is how you do a street level hero story.
Yeah,
it's freaking awesome. I'm so excited for this end. I'm on pins and needles just waiting to see what happens, because it feels like everybody is at their most tense moment right now. So let's get into it, boys. What are we talking for? Let's do it. Let's get it.
If you guys want to watch the uncut reactions, those are of course on Patreon. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you're enjoying the video, let us know how you're feeling about the season so far. And after the video, once you've seen this episode, let us know how you feel about what's going to come next.
Adam, you've talked about milestones, right? You need to decide right now. Do we need a YouTube subscriber milestone? Do we need a Patreon milestone? That if you say right now and declare it, we will go back and watch Daredevil seasons 1 through 3 uncut, put them on Patreon, and eventually put those reactions on YouTube. I'm just saying, if the audience needs incentive,
200K?
what is it? What are we at?
200K and 1,500 patrons.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh,
there you
so
go.
doable.
Okay, let's go. I'm ready for this.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh God.
God, I love New York.
Oh man.
Look at Matthew with the V-neck. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Too sexy, my friend.
This handsome man.
Oh, God.
I like that restaurant.
Is this a dream sequence?
Ms. McDuffie?
Oh, it's a fantasy. Oh no. Or flashback, yeah.
Matt is tied up, but he should be along shortly.
God damn it.
Ah, he's got a bullet in his thigh.
Hey!
Son of a.
It's easy for you to say. I'm not built like you.
You've never tried childbirth.
Fair.
This is true.
Buck. So
The way he says it, it's almost like he's saying the F word.
deliver.
Fuck. Whoa, man.
It seems Murdoch has survived the night.
You
Is
really
it
want to
court
do
summons?
this? I will make arrangements.
He's gonna show up and take the stand, and it's gonna be Matt Murdock in court against Wilson Fisk on the stand. Oh man.
She exhibits the classic hallmarks of antisocial personality disorder.
Antisocial personality disorder, what we used to refer to as a sociopath.
Exactly.
Exactly. What a terrible therapist.
Oh.
Sidesteps any objective diagnosis with conjecture.
Mr. Hochberg, you know better. Mr. Murdoch, are you okay?
I am outstanding. Thank you, Your Honor.
God, I love him.
I thought you were dead. Are you okay?
Yeah, fine. Just got shot in the leg.
Dr. Glenn,
Jesus Christ, Matt.
The real mask is the one that he wears in his public life. The dutiful boyfriend, the responsible boss, the loyal son.
thank you so much.
I thought she was going to say the blind lawyer. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, the blind lawyer.
You said the real mask is the face the vigilante wears in public, right? The son, the boss, the boyfriend, maybe even the clinical professional? Dr. Glenn, did you strike Miss Page during your evaluation last night? Objection.
She didn't need a mask. She hid behind daredevils.
In the same way that you're hiding behind the Fisk administration.
Objection.
Sustained.
Oh, the twitch in the eye.
No further questions.
That was great.
Court is recessed for lunch. When we return, the defense can call its first witness.
It's like, I wish they would have brought up Muse to see her lose it and unravel, and then it's like, okay, then she's an unreliable witness, or, you know, yeah.
Yep.
Dexter, what are you up
That's
to?
the nilliest, williest walk I've ever seen.
This fool's still gonna try to kill
definition
Fisk.
of nilly willy.
I know.
Or somebody.
Wait, what? Oh. Oh, they're trying to frame him. Okay.
Yeah.
Call your witness.
The defense calls Mayor Wilson Fisk.
Yep.
God, they make him
God
look
damn.
huge.
It's always like a boulder coming through the building.
Yep. Homeboy barely fit through the double doors.
That's what I feel
He
like
looks
when I go
he's
to Europe.
9 feet tall. Adam, you love Europe, but you're not built for Europe.
No, I went to Amsterdam and I was like, this is a door for me? Okay.
State your full name.
Wilson Grant Fisk.
What the hell? Oh, his mob, of course.
Nice glasses. They look cool.
Should we like get out of here? Should we stay? What are we doing?
Yeah. Is everybody gonna get killed?
I was a little surprised that you showed up.
I could say the same for you.
Thank you. I'll live.
Oh. I know you shot me, bitch. Oh.
Oh, did you see that shit bounce off the wall? That was amazing. Well, looks like this plan will not be working out.
Wait, if somebody killed the hallway guys, then who's throwing those knives?
Bullseye.
Bullseye, this is a decoy.
Yeah, this guy at the gun is not
Bull's
Bullseye.
trying to frame Bullseye.
I see.
Look at him, look at him. Oh, shit.
Yup. I see. I thought, okay.
You can just tell by the physicality of it.
It's like you. Ooh, clean. Hey. Oh my god, dude. Right in the bullseye of the mask. Incredible.
Poser.
Poser.
He's still setting up.
It was created to save lives. Lives destroyed by vigilante violence.
Fisk might end up in a coma or something.
Too late for Muse's victims. For Officer Saunders.
Who was killed by that?
Mm-hmm.
My wife.
Mr. Mayor, your policies, as harsh as they may be, did not prevent a criminal from taking a shot at you and ultimately murdering your wife. An assassin, actually, who I believe was once in your employ.
Objection.
Sustained. This kitchen sink approach is getting tedious.
Your Honor, there's a point to all this. Please remember what my colleague asked at the beginning of this trial. What is a vigilante? What is a criminal?
Taking the judges to school.
The only thing that's been presented is testimony from Officer Powell, who is in your employ, who takes his orders from you.
Mm-hmm.
Who, guess what, is in your employ, takes his orders from you.
Objection.
Overruled.
Getting somewhere.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mr. Sava was duly deposed by Ms. McDuffie before he disappeared. Considering the flexible standards of this court, such evidence should be admissible.
That's right. They had him.
I think we've been under the big top for a while now.
Oh, okay. All right.
The man's not even present
doesn't
in
matter
court,
that he's
and,
not
and
present.
relevant to what?
Murdoch,
Shit.
there are things I can say in here that will ruin your life. With complete support of the legal system.
Ooh.
I can have you thrown in a cell forever.
About one such attack.
And a basis for appeal if such evidence is suppressed.
There's not going to be any appeal.
You're saying that out loud?
We'll allow it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Christophe Savas.
Got your ass, Wilson.
We knew it was the mayor, Wilson Fisk.
Order!
Unless it can be corroborated by someone who is actually on the Northern Star.
And that is exactly what I intend to do, Your Honor.
Then please, by all means, do so.
I'm Daredevil.
Through evidence, testimony, and your own statements, we have determined that Daredevil was on the Northern Star.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my god.
Wait.
Shit.
We could ask him what he witnessed that night.
I welcome going down this road with you.
What?
As do I. Is it safe to say you don't really like Daredevil?
Safe to say, yes.
This is crazy, dude.
What if the people of New York disagree with you, sir? What if the public actually think that Daredevil is a hero?
Whoa.
My God.
The people know better.
Do they?
Do they?
Take me, for example. I took a bullet for you, didn't I? Would that make me a hero?
Oh, my boss.
It's a simple yes or no question, sir. Am I a hero?
I'm sorry, Your Honors. What does any of this nonsense have to do with
Oh
Karen?
my God. Oh my God.
Mr. Fisk, did you or did you not orchestrate the sale of military-grade weapons through the official use of your office?
Do not answer that.
Why not answer
Do
it?
not answer it.
Answer it, sir!
I will answer it! You don't get to know what comes through our port.
Done.
Video proves no wrongdoing by the mayor, Murdoch. It's all hearsay.
Correct, but we've established there was another witness on that boat, haven't we? A witness who, in fact, is in this courtroom today. Isn't that right, Mr. Mayor?
Oh.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You and I
Out
both
yourself.
know who Daredevil is. He's the man who knows exactly what happened on the Northern Star. He knows exactly what happened in my apartment.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
Tell them. Tell them who I am, Wilson. Well played.
You are a fool.
Matthew.
I'm not.
I'm Daredevil.
I am Daredevil.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Are you honestly going to tell this court that Daredevil is a blind man?
Done. He's a very good lawyer.
I would have
Done.
done a backflip and
Yep.
then caught it.
Blind lawyer who can fight.
Miss Jones and myself then witnessed Fisk arm his private militia, aka the task force, with said weapons, which we then destroyed in the interest of public safety. Which means this court has neither the ability nor the mandate to decide justice.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Bring it on, Willie.
He's so pissed.
He's willing to give up his life as Matt Murdock.
Daredevil or not, Mr. Murdoch is right.
Put him away.
In light of the evidence, if they even are crimes, cannot be judged by this court.
Thank you, Your Honor. I move for dismissal.
Granted, this case is dismissed with prejudice.
Oh.
Oh my. Oh
Sir Murdoch,
my
we need to talk to you.
God.
Are you Daredevil?
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
This is crazy, dude.
Guys, they do it again. When I thought the courtroom stuff couldn't get better than last season, it gets better.
And it's such a reversal of, in the comic books,
You've won nothing.
Daredevil gets outed as Matt Murdock, and he has to deny it. He wears a Christmas sweater, jokingly saying, "I'm not Daredevil," when he's Matt Murdock, because he had. But now in the MCU, he
Attorney
outs
General
himself.
has filed charges against you for racketeering.
Ooh, you out, bitch.
At this point, it's a dictionary. Your assets have been frozen, and the Freeport is under government control. Then there's attempted murder against a government official.
Me.
Your assassin lived. He has a lot to say.
There's a process for what you propose. I suggest you start that up, if you'll excuse me.
Guys, Bullseye's still outside.
He's gonna shoot him.
Watch yourself, Kingpin.
I don't think they've ever interacted, so that's really
I
fun.
love that.
That's really fun. Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go.
You know, you went after her daughter, dude.
Where are you going, Daredevil?
Is this all gonna be undone because he's about to get shot by a vigilante?
I've lost nothing.
Murdoch's coming out. Prepare the shot. Repeat, prepare to take the shot.
Sorry, pal. Wrong bullseye.
Sir, it's a trap.
No, wait, you don't want to do that.
Ooh, Buck is out.
Get the mayor out of here and don't let Murdoch leave the building. Get fire in that top right window. Get fire in that...
Top right window. That's like, guys, you guys.
Secure the doors.
Back in the courtroom, really? Okay.
But we can't just hold up here when we're sitting ducks.
Oh, yes, God bless jurisprudence.
I love Jessica.
Wait, there's more.
Hmm?
The hell?
This is terrifying.
I will not abandon you. I swore an oath, and I intend to honor it.
You call in the National Guard, you're giving him exactly what he wants.
Yeah, that'll take hours. I mean, we have to stop this now.
Hold on one second.
Oh, BB.
Oh, BB.
The mayor's right. We are under siege.
And she's going. She's unmasking herself. Yep.
Whoa.
Who kill our family, our friends.
Damn. They showed Ben Urich.
It's our city, not his. It's time to take it back.
All right, baby.
Dang.
Fisk.
The city's picking sides.
Trick or treat.
Trick or
Oh,
treat.
hell yeah.
Music.
Put that shit on. Go lead your people.
Brett, Jerry.
Daredevil.
Is great.
Come on, Matthew.
Is it gonna be red again?
Attaboy.
Oh no. There you go.
My sweet buck. Shot in the gut.
Murdoch's not alone.
Well, if you're feeling challenged by your responsibilities, feel free to tender your resignations.
Okay.
We'll take care of it.
I would. I'd quit if I was in that stupid ass task force.
Hector, you wouldn't even be on that task force,
I know.
brother.
I know.
You'd be in that room with Daredevil.
Team 2, clear the hallways.
Oh, clear the hallways. Because the putazos are coming, dog. Clear the hallway for putazos.
This is it.
Yes, Jessica. Oh, shit.
Oh, baby.
Dog. No mames, dog. This shit's gonna be crazy.
Stay safe.
This is awesome.
You too.
This shit is about to get
I
crazy,
just-
dog.
Finally.
I'm so happy
Finally.
that she's in this
Yes.
season. Yeah, finally. I think I know what season 3 is going to be. It feels like it's going to be a continuation of this war, right? This end game of the vigilantes versus Wilson Fisk and his people. I would be a part of this Daredevil gang. I would. I'd be like, let me throw on some red. I'll be outside. Hang on.
Yeah, I told you. You'd be dressed like
Yeah.
Spider-Man, though, Hector.
Yeah.
Spider-Man red.
Put the guns down.
Careful, Cherry.
It's the Attorney General. He'd like to speak with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Or maybe you forgot. We serve the people, not the other way around.
Take one more step and we'll shoot you right in the face.
Wow. Okay.
Heather,
Give me your jacket.
it's a canali.
He's shivering. Give it
Oh
to
my
me.
God. Hochberg, you
I don't
piece
want
of
to
shit.
help this dying man.
Ease up. Back up. Everybody just back the up.
Shoot him.
Whoa, whoa.
Tell him. Tell him.
Yes.
Oh,
You told me Ayala pushed him off the platform.
I told you to shoot that guy.
Oh.
It's one of ours.
Oh.
You lose your balls in that fire too? I gave you a direct order.
No.
Fine, you won't do it, I will.
No shit.
oh.
Too fucking little, too late, dude.
Let him in.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean,
all right.
hey, you know what? You get it done one way or another.
Get out of here.
Oh.
Don't you ever touch me.
Oh. Okay.
Whoa.
Fair.
Where
That's fair.
did she learn that?
Jesus. Oh, here we go, baby. All the putazos have commenced.
Great shot. Great shot. Yeah.
I'm here. Okay.
Sheila, I'm worried. I'm worried for you.
Final offer, he says, tender your resignation and leave the city.
Leave New York. And there I thought I had your support, Sheila.
The office of the mayor has my support. Renounce your citizenship, go into exile, and the AG promises not to prosecute.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Renounce your citizenship?
Open that door!
Oh. Oh.
Holy
Oh
shit,
my God.
dude.
No way.
He probably killed that man.
Yeah.
He's killing everyone. He's killing everyone.
Everybody. Oh my God.
It's a hallway,
Yeah,
dude.
he's done.
It's a hallway.
He's out.
These people are done.
Of course. Oh my God.
Jesus.
Oh, he bent that dude backwards.
Dude.
These are just normal people, homie.
I know, dude. I know, dude. It's like when Darth Vader killed all those.
Yeah.
Oh, hit the white tiger!
Oh, shit. No way.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's awesome, dude.
Oh my God.
Imagine how awesome that was that day on set. Okay, you get to do a hallway fight with Charlie Cox and
Yeah.
Kristen Ritter.
Oh God. Oh God.
They're gonna meet in the middle.
That's wild.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Look at Lurch over here. My God.
Lurch. You rang.
Okay. There we go.
Karen's got it, dude. She's got it. Never doubted Karen for a second.
That's awesome, dude. Karen Page, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, White Tiger.
Cherry.
Next season, it'll be that
Yeah.
plus Luke Cage, Danny Rand,
Oh my God. Oh, those
Misty
poor
Knight,
stuntmen.
Colin Wing. Yeah.
Oh.
You're wrong about me.
You have
You're wrong.
you have blood on your white suit, my guy.
Yeah, dude. You just murdered like 60 people.
I fought for you, and I stand here now, and I still fight. No, stop.
Oh God.
And I just wanted a better New York.
These people are all going
Well, I'm
to
gonna
die.
kill all of you to get it.
They
Yeah.
don't know how strong he is and how he literally just physically
Yeah.
killed probably like 12 people.
Yeah. Yep.
Like
There
that guy
you go.
didn't die. He probably got knocked out. That guy probably got knocked out.
Still, the fact that he's punching innocent
Yeah.
people. Look, he
These
just
people-
killed those two guys.
Do you want to die, you idiots? Oh damn. Oh damn. Oh damn.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, they
okay.
got him.
Wow.
Wow, this is crazy.
No, stay down. No, no, no.
Listen.
God, these two are so locked in it.
What about Grace? No. You're not allowed to offer that to me. You love this city same as me. We have the opportunity to give it peace.
Appeal to his love of New York.
Please. I accept.
Ooh.
Jesus.
I didn't realize I was like holding my breath this whole
Yeah,
time.
me too.
I expected some shit to pop off.
Shake your hand.
Don't. He's gonna rip your arm off, Daredevil.
Damn, and now he's going to be like living abroad, probably in Europe or something. And I wonder if Luke Cage is going to factor into that. If Luke Cage is going to get mixed up in whatever Kingpin's going to get mixed up in. Because you know that like Wilson's gonna want to come back to New York. He's gonna build power, money, something. He's gonna do some criminal shit wherever he is, and then find a way to get back in.
This normal life thing is no more running, no more being hunted, no more.
It's gonna be hard.
It's really hard. If I'm honest, I'm not sure I know how to do it.
That's okay. Neither do I. Still like to take a shot at it.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
Stop.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Or it's just
God.
regular city stuff.
You didn't even have one
That's a
damn
tough
dinner.
life, man. That's a tough life, man.
I thought we'd have more time.
Oh, he's
Oh, they're
being
coming for him.
arrested as Daredevil, the vigilante.
Interesting.
What? Season
Yo,
3 is
season
gonna
three's
be
gonna
a
be
prison
crazy.
break. It's like he needs to like get out of jail. What are we doing? Oh my God.
Jeez, he's surrendering.
You're under arrest for assault, attempted murder, and it's a long list.
Daredevil's crimes.
You have the right to
Waive the advisement, not the rights. I used to be a lawyer.
The trial of Matt Murdock.
Damn, dude.
That'll be season
Damn,
3,
dude.
I guess.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
He's gonna need a really good lawyer. Jennifer Walters, come on, bring her in. Season 3.
I was literally just thinking the same thing.
Oh my God. Excellent song choice. I'm so glad that like season 3 is for sure, because if this was something that we would be watching and we didn't know if there was going to be a season 3 or not, I'd be pissed, dude. Be like,
He'd be
some
calling Brad
bullshit.
Winterbomb on the phone tomorrow.
Brad?
Yep.
Bradley? You get this into production
How dare
ASAP.
you? How dare you, Bradley?
Oh,
Luke?
yes.
Oh.
No way. Oh, it's
Yeah.
Luke, baby. With a beard? Hell yeah, brother.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. We're back.
Thought you should have this.
Wow.
Welcome to the Bolton.
Oh.
Ooh, she's taking
You're
seriously.
so boss,
now.
man.
Hell yeah.
That was great. Oh man. God, it felt good to see Luke. By Ben Urich. I need to check. That might be like a season 1 article.
Damn, Daniel.
Make it worth it. Yes, Luke. Luke.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
He's bulletproof, baby.
work was different over there.
Ah.
And you're done.
Yeah,
Kiss
I heard you found someone else.
each other.
Mr. Robertson, I just wanted to congratulate you
Robertson.
on becoming a million miler. Welcome to the club.
Huh?
Oh,
What the
Luke
hell?
replaced with Bullseye.
Oh. Wow.
Ah.
Oh, man.
How long was he over there for? I have so many questions. What was he doing? What was like the government
Yeah.
was forcing him to do like wet work or something? And
Alias investigations,
Let's
baby.
go, dude. Are we getting a season?
Nice.
Let's go. Wow, what the fuck, man?
Oh,
She's
she's
gonna
absolutely
use-
putting that thing on.
Yeah, I think so.
She's absolutely gonna start murdering people.
If we hear Mr. Murdoch, I hear you needed a lawyer, and it cuts to Jennifer Walters, I think Hector's brain might implode.
I might throw up from excitement. I've never thrown up from happy. I might barf. from
Oh, Heather,
happiness.
no.
Oh, there she goes. There she goes. I knew it. She was on the verge of it the entire season.
Dude, she's gone, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. There it
it's-
is.
Man.
Yeah. She's officially off the deep end. She's gonna start murdering people.
And
I
then a
liked
week
Heather
after
last
this,
season, too. Oh, look at these
Oh,
bag of
no.
balls.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Look at these
no.
ball
She's got a
bags.
lot to
they're
deal
gonna-
with in this
they're gonna
prison.
Hell
beat
yeah.
the shit out of him in there. Oh God.
I'm in Roma. Oh, it's the beach. It's the Moana beach.
Yep.
What can I say except you're welcome?
You're by yourself, Fisk. That's what you get.
Mm-hmm. These final shots are so good, dude. That's crazy. Fisk is a free
Get a little
man, and
smirk.
Oh, he's got a
yeah,
plan. He's got a plan, and he's gonna get out of there.
the Green Hand stops the door. Hang on, I'm
Or-
your legal counsel. You're out of here. Let's go. Come on. Maybe next season.
Dang. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
great, man.
Okay. I do
Whew.
like I do like a good twist. This is a really good twist. There's a trope in anime in which like two samurais will be fighting and they're evenly matched, and the only way that one samurai can win is if he drives the blade through himself to kill
Yes.
the other guy because he leaves himself open. And that's exactly what Daredevil did, dude. He's just like, fuck it. If you're going down, I gotta take myself down with you. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what happened. It's
That
really
was a
fucking
thrilling
rad.
courtroom scene. That was thrilling. You know,
Yeah,
we thought
yeah.
that it was the setup was so smart. The setup was the trial of Karen Page, the vigilante, and we're
Mhm.
asking Wilson Fisk here on the stand. But guess what? Boom, pow, surprise! I'm Daredevil. You're going fucking down. Like that was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Absolutely. It was
Oh,
really,
man.
really. And here's the thing. Here's what I loved about this. Yeah, there was like an end fight scene. I like that the last episode wasn't primarily just a big brawl out fight, like an hour-long fight
Right.
scene. I like that
Right.
it was straight up what Matt does best. And he is the best at Daredevil, but he's also even better at lawyering than he is at
Yeah.
Daredevil. So like to see him in his element doing that, it's rad, because I remember being so impressed by the courtroom drama stuff last season. And I'm
Mhm.
glad that they fit that into this season, because this season started off with a lot more action, not a lot of
Yeah.
courtroom drama. And then getting to it in the last episode, perfect. Perfect. Now the next season's all courtroom drama. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, where do you guys think it's gonna go? What are some ideas for season 3 that like is it gonna be we take a couple episodes of him getting out? Will it be a time jump of like, okay, a year later, Matt Murdock is out because of X, Y, and Z? You know,
Sure.
is it
I don't
about
know. I don't
reassembling
know.
the Defenders? Is
Honestly-
it more Jessica and Luke? And
Yeah, I
don't
honestly
know.
hope that it's not. I mean, I'm fine with a little bit of a time jump. You know, like let's say it's been 3-4 months and Matt's
Right.
been, in prison or whatever. But I would like to see the court, like basically the trial of Matt Murdock. And
Mhm.
while Daredevil
Yeah,
is sort
yeah.
of off the table, I would like to see some of the other hero characters step in. Like I think it's a good opportunity to bring back Frank Castle. Let's bring in Jessica Jones. Let's bring in Luke Cage, maybe Iron Fist. You know, like I think you need to sort of, I mean, we have White Tiger again, but I think you need to show that New York is still under protection by heroes. And I think that it's going to be basically like Daredevil versus the world to not necessarily clear his name, but I think that they're going to have to figure out a way to, I guess, kind of convince everyone that, yes, Daredevil did these things, but he did it for the benefit of New York. And he did it to take down Wilson Fisk. So, yeah, I think that's going to be a really crazy story to dive into and to see where
I also
it
think
goes.
that like I think about, because it's not just Daredevil, it's Matt Murdock and Daredevil at this point. Everybody knows. So if Matt's gonna get out, if Daredevil is gonna get out, he has to do it the legal way. He's going to find somebody to fight for him. He's gonna find some kind of legal way out of this, because if he breaks out, everybody knows who he is. Everybody knows that he's Daredevil. What kind of what does that look like for him? Is he gonna always be on the lam? Is he gonna still try to do vigilante stuff? Like, Matt is so smart that he's gonna figure out a way out of this in a non-violent, like in a non-violent way, to maybe clear up his name, or maybe get him in people's good graces, because that's what he needs at this point. Because right now he's quote unquote just a masked vigilante,
Right.
So there's just a huge uphill battle for that.
And I think that when you compare like the MCU versus Marvel Comics, one of the biggest comparisons they made even early on is like, oh, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is less concerned with the secret identity story.
Right.
And it really took until like Peter Parker, Spider-Man showed up. Like every character was Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Black Panther, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Hulk, Ant-Man. All these characters were basically publicly whoever they were. And it wasn't until Spider-Man in 2016, Captain America, Civil War, and then he got his own movie, It was like, oh, I guess he's the character who has a secret identity. And then it was Daredevil in the TV show world. And even then, Luke and Danny and Jessica are all public faces. It was just Matt Murdock with the Daredevil identity. So I
Right.
wonder if season 3 or a future of Daredevil would be that he's just publicly, like, what is that going to look like? I mean, he's not rich like Tony Stark. He's not a celebrity like, I guess he will be, but he's not like a Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four. They're also very protected and connected. What is that like? This poor lawyer from Hell's Kitchen. Maybe he's a well-off lawyer, but like, yeah, how is that going to be navigated? Right.
You can't be a lawyer. Like,
his
and that
lawyer,
gets rid
his
of
lawyering days are done.
that gets rid of almost everything that it's based off of him. Like, the Daredevil part is cool, but the lawyer part is so important to him. That's his normal life. That's how he identified with friends. That's how he met Karen. That's how he, was living his life before. So like, you cannot be a lawyer and be Daredevil at the same time, and then be in the public face that way. Because I guarantee you, he's been disbarred. I guarantee you that the whatever lawyers bar association is just like, get this guy out of here.
Yeah.
Right. So that's it. Like, he's cooked as far as being a lawyer goes. And what is Matt Murdock without being a lawyer? I don't know. Maybe that's what the next season is going to be about.
Bring up some good points too. Like maybe going this route for this character and for Wilson Fisk too is a way to start to maybe close out this chapter of Matt Murdock's life. And maybe season 3 could have some finality to it for Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, and like if that's the case, and if the events that happen in this season prevent Matt Murdock from being Matt Murdock in the next season, then what is there kind of left for him? Like, he can still be Daredevil, but who's gonna basically like fund that? Is the governor, like, is Lily Taylor gonna end up having a little bit of a bigger role, and she'll back the vigilantes, she'll back Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Karen Page, all of them. I don't know. I do love that this season, has some finality to it, at least temporarily.
Totally.
But then it like raises so many questions about, like, how do you move forward with this character story? It's different than a Captain America or a Thor or a Incredible Hulk. Like, those are such larger than life characters. Matt Murdock is like, obviously he has enhanced abilities, but like you were saying, Augustine, he's just like a lawyer on a regular ass salary who's using his resources and whatever like monetary gains he has to be a vigilante to help the people of New York.
Working class hero.
Very much
He's a
like
working class
Spider-Man.
hero.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he always has been. And the other thing I was thinking about too, when we're thinking about the Wilson Fisk part of the equation, like, could he sit out season 3 because he's just now in Europe or overseas or in the Bahamas or in South Asia somewhere in a beautiful island? Does it mean that then he will come back for a season 4 or for like a movie? When this season was wrapping up, when he was up on those steps yelling about New York, and the only thing I was thinking was, this has been such an incredible like career highlight performance for Vincent D'Onofrio, this character. I thought, is he about to jump and like commit suicide, or because he's just like, if my options are leave this city, give up my citizenship, or not.
Yeah.
I wondered if they were gonna. If they're going to write Wilson Fisk to be so connected to New York that he would never lose, he would never do this, that I was like, no, he can't be killed or taken out of the equation yet, because the only thing I could think of that was left for a story that I think the fans, myself included, want to see, I was going to say need to see, is him versus Spider-Man. And Vincent D'Onofrio has teased for years when he talks about Tom Holland's Peter Parker, he's like that little twerp, that little arachnid. He knows the connection there that Spider-Man Peter Parker has gone up against the Kingpin in many stories, and it's a really compelling story. And now I'm like, really, the last, I don't know if Kingpin would be allowed to be, by the powers that be in Sony, the end-all be-all Spider-Man villain that's like the main bad guy of a Spider-Man film, right? Maybe not Brand New Day, but the next one, Beautiful Day or whatever, the next Spider-Man movie. Could it be Vincent D'Onofrio, Tom Holland, and those are your two leads? And it's Spider-Man going up against Kingpin, and then Daredevil's there as well, and that'll be the finality, the final story of a Kingpin MCU Vincent D'Onofrio story. The Defenders are involved. It's that kind of like culmination of the street level stuff. Maybe. But that's real. But I'm like, I don't think they would ever do Spider-Man versus Kingpin in a TV show. Would they do a Spider-Man cameo? I think so. But I do believe that the powers that be would not let Tom Holland be second billing in Daredevil season 4. Like, and now Peter Parker's here, and we're going to use the special effects in this budget, and the whole season's going to be Spider-Man and Daredevil fighting the Kingpin. I think they would save that for a movie. Spidey's in the movie realm. So I'm like, would they bring in Kingpin for a Spider-Man movie? Honestly, maybe after Brand New Day and how that shakes out with Punisher's involvement and what the story is, people are still claiming that Daredevil's definitely in it. And I could see it, but now I'm like, bro's in jail. Dude is in jail. Augustine, you're frozen.
Yeah.
Dude is in jail. I don't see. I could see it possible that he's not in the movie, but maybe Matt Murdock is mentioned. There's still a presence there. Hell, maybe they cut to him in prison. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, but I don't think he's like a major part of the story. But Punisher is. And how will that interact in this sort of PG-13 setting? And how much will Spider-Man in the MCU feel like he's a part of that world? I think that's
Right.
going to give us a clue of like, oh shit, dude, maybe in the next movie, it really will be Kingpin gets back, you know, amasses his criminal underworld empire again. And Spider-Man is going to be, you know, maybe Kingpin funds like Spider Slayers or Kingpin, whatever. Like if you need a bit more of a big bombastic, Kingpin could have been somebody that hired Scorpion. Kingpin is that type of character that he can, you know, oh, I'm gonna bring in
manipulate
the
it from the
MCU's
outside.
Absolutely. Now that he's in Europe, he's going to meet the MCU's version of Kraven the Hunter. And then he'll bring him over and then take on Spider-Man, or he'll team up with Norman Osborn, the MCU's version of Norman Osborn, who we haven't met yet, and then so on and so
Kingpin
forth.
could fund a Dr. Ock.
Absolutely, dude.
Who
Absolutely.
knows?
Or a Sinister
So
Six
many
or
options.
whatever.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, now that I said that out loud, it's like if season 3 of Daredevil Born Again is Daredevil is getting the Defenders back together, maybe with some funding, maybe with they're a little bit more public, maybe they're a little more connected to the MCU. So this time around, it's not just Danny Rand going, I'm a billionaire, I can fund us, but maybe the Avengers, if they've reformed post Doomsday, go, hey, you know, this is Sam Wilson calling you, Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Do you want to basically lead them as a group of the Avengers? Or do you want to lead the Avengers East Coast and Sam Wilson is on the West Coast? You know, whatever they want to do, maybe that's going to lead Kingpin to go, well, then I'll have a Sinister Six. And then he, you know, that'll be a movie someday. But all of this to say, that's really the last like checkbox I have for Kingpin. For Daredevil, I don't know, man. This franchise, this TV show specifically, Born Again, but this franchise has already given me so much. I don't know what, like, yes, I would love to see Daredevil in an Avengers movie and like a big crossover event. I would just love to see him have a presence there. And I think that when the first Avengers movie happened and that crossover happened, the second Avengers movie was basically more of that same trick. The third and fourth Avengers movies were, okay, but now we're bringing in the Guardians of the Galaxy because of the cosmic stuff. And it was such a pop when we saw the Guardians of the Galaxy in the Avengers. I think, you know, if they're not as big as the Guardians of the Galaxy, I get it. But I feel like the next Avengers movie could get that pop with bringing in the Defender street level characters.
Yeah.
And I know the next Avengers movie's gimmick is going to be, well, it's the end of the multiverse saga and we have the Fox X-Men characters. How cool is that? They're in the original 90s X-Men costumes. How cool is that? Yeah, that's going to be a pop. That'll pop. But, you know, sort of maybe post Secret Wars or even exactly. This is all just for that. I'm saying, you know, going forward. And I just also want to mention too, before I'll stop myself from rambling, the Luke Cage thing is huge for me because he's one of my favorite Marvel Comics characters, period. And one of the creative consultants on the show is Brian Michael Bendis. He's one of my favorite comic book writers. And he did so much to elevate Luke and Jessica Jones. I mean, he created Jessica, but he created Jessica because he didn't have access to Jessica Drew. And he also loves Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, but he loves so many of these Marvel characters and did so much to elevate them and put Luke Cage on the Avengers and put Iron Fist on the event and Doctor Strange and all these great characters that led to some great stories. And so I have a huge spot in my heart for Luke and Jessica from that era of comics as I was a teenager going into my 20s reading them. And they had a kid, Danielle, and then they got married. And then, you know, and they became these more pivotal figures in the larger Marvel universe. And I love them. And I think that Luke deserves that. And so does Jessica. So it just makes me so happy that we got to see him because I didn't think we would. I thought it was going to remain a mystery. But when he showed up at the end, looking so good in that suit, I said, I feel like Marvel Studios gets that, you know, and they're gonna have plans for Luke and Jessica. Yeah.
Has he always had that beard though? I don't remember the beard. Does he have a beard?
I think so.
I
think so. I mean,
he had a goatee in the original show.
Oh yeah. I think you're right.
He might have had a beard because he did have one appearance in one episode of season 2 of Iron Fist when he showed up and he was looking really good in a suit as well. I don't know if it's the same suit as that. I don't think it was, but he had a really nice like brown and yellow golden sort of a suit. And and he may have had a beard then. I'm not sure, but yeah,
Yeah,
maybe I know that he had a beard in the flashbacks when he was in Seagate Prison and then experimented on and then became Luke Cage. Like that, he had that. You know, he had the bigger hair, the big beard,
Yeah.
and then we got the clean shaven Luke, classic Luke look. But yeah, man, I'm so jazzed that like that means that the door is open and we could explore those characters. I've loved what they've done with Matt Murdock so far, and I feel like Marvel Studios could, not that they all need redemption, but we're talking Iron Fist here, like that they could take these characters and some of these concepts and really like just take them all the way to the finish line, right? The
Yeah.
Netflix shows did so much for these characters, but I do think like towards the end of that run, you know, they had less of a budget and some of their seasons were shortened to 10 episodes, and you know, and they didn't quite have, I think, that ambition and the I guess the overall, like, you know, those first couple seasons were like, we're going to get to
Yeah.
the Defenders.
It
And then
didn't
they
quite
did
have the
and it was
gas like
fine.
it did at the beginning.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So and Marvel Studios could give these characters the gas.
Yeah.
And and make them beloved again. Makes me very happy.
Well, and you know, in terms of like the whole like street level part of it, I really feel like, and I know the actors and the studio and everybody has talked about, you know, the rights issue with Spider-Man and stuff, but I do really feel like that's the missing link, like the final missing link of this whole thing is to figure out a way to allow Spider-Man to in some way participate in these stories. Because it just it does seem a little odd sometimes when you have all this stuff happening in New York and Spider-Man is just absent from all of it. And I understand, like, comics do what comics do, and they'll go in different directions. But I mean, even me as someone who is not the deepest, most avid Marvel reader, has picked up so many books where you flip the page and it's Spidey and Daredevil on the top of a building, just like having a conversation or swinging through New York. And it feels like if that could happen, and if that leads to, you know, the next year or two being sort of the final chapter for Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio's stories as Kingpin and Daredevil, then at least with Spider-Man in the mix, it could feel like, okay, the fans have kind of gotten everything that they've wanted out of this. The actors have given it everything that they've been able to give it. Now it's time to move on, and, you know, whether it's a probably not a recast, but, you know, a new villain that is like Kingpin type, or maybe some new vigilante who's like a Daredevil can take his place, or we elevate another character. We elevate Jessica Jones, or we elevate Luke Cage, or whatever. I think that would be really cool. I feel like that's the only thing for me that I'm like, God, you already have Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio. Figure out a way to make this work, even if it's for a movie, whether it's a Spider-Man movie or a Daredevil movie or whatever, you know. But yeah, but the season leaves Matt in a very interesting place where we don't know what's gonna happen next for him. So just such a good season. And I
great ending.
You know, I know that first season, at least the first 5 episodes, kind of got, you know, there was a lot of commentary on them because they were not up to par with what people wanted from the show, and it really picked up for people in that. But had we not gotten those episodes, I don't think we would have ended up where we ended up today. If they would have just kept going with whatever that show was, you know, who knows if they would have overhauled it once they had a whole season of that show. So I'm kind of glad that history happened the way that it did, and we've now been able, and Marvel has embraced that Netflix era of those shows by bringing that history into the mix and into the fold.
It's
I think it would have been a shame to just abandon it all.
100%. And bring back Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., damn it. That was good too. God damn.
And Cloak and Dagger and Runaways and everything.
You can have it all. You can have it all. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you know, not to get too far ahead, but, you know, thinking of something like Secret Wars, it's very possible. It's very possible that they could bring in more of that stuff, and maybe they'll cherry pick some of the history, but, you know, who knows?
I think that's where my brain is going, is I don't know what is coming with Secret Wars. We don't know what kind of shift is gonna happen. And we don't know how that's gonna affect Daredevil or Matt or Spider-Man or New York or all those things, right? Because there could be some monumental shifts coming in the main timeline, and we don't know about them. Luckily, it feels like Matt's universe has been untouched by like the multiverse saga, or like everything else that's going on in the MCU, because it's very self-contained. But I have a feeling that these events coming up are going to affect everybody. So we'll just have to wait and see. We're gonna have to wait and see how
Yeah,
that
man.
happens.
I do want to just say about Secret Wars 2, I feel like it just has a little bit of I think people misunderstand it ultimately, and it bills itself as an ultimate universe reset and shakeup. But even if you read those comics, even if you read the 2015 Secret Wars comic, at the end of it, that's not really what happens afterwards. That's not what happened. And I think movie fans hear that and they go, "Oh, okay, well they'll recast Steve Rogers, Tony Stark, Thor, T'Challa, all of them." I don't want that, because that just like unravels so much of this. And this is a perfect example of when Marvel is firing on all cylinders. It is acknowledging what came before and building on it. That is the point of this stuff. That's the point of these serialized superhero stories. I don't want Secret Wars to go, and now we can recast Matt Murdock if we want and start over. Why would you do that? You built all this goodwill up. So if you read that comic, it ultimately ends with, now Miles Morales is in the universe. Now Dr. Doom doesn't have a scarred face. That's basically all that happened after the universe reset. And if they wanted to do some little minor cosmetic change like that, great. But you cannot bring back to life Tony Stark. You cannot, like, you can't do this earth-shattering thing. You can't. I mean, yeah, I just don't. Exactly. And I don't want Avengers Secret Wars to have some sort of effect that even like the Daredevil Born Again season 3 or 4 storyline is effect. Like, I don't want that. I want whatever Secret Wars is to be a secret war, and it's a thing that a handful of superhero characters have to go deal with, and they stop Doctor Doom and almost save the universe, and the universe had no idea. It's like one of those kinds of things. So that we can get back to business and then keep going with this stuff, and then get our own X-Men, and maybe if that maybe instead of Miles Morales, the universe reset will be, well, the Fantastic Four is now merged. Maybe I could give you that, because they were in one movie. You know what I mean? And I've mentioned it before. Maybe the little secret sauce there is they were always supposed to be merged, but they were demerged by a Doctor Doom, and a Secret Wars reveals the truth, and now we can remerge. Whatever. But I just don't want I don't want something to happen with Daredevil. Yeah, I don't want Daredevil to be like, well, now I'm glad Foggy's alive. It's like, I don't, like, you can't do that shit. Don't let Secret
Why did
Wars,
you just make me sit through 3 seasons of this show then?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's, exactly. Anyway,
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
boy.
guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What are some of your theories for what season 3 can be? And what about the longevity of these characters? We'd love to know some of your guys' thoughts on where you think these guys could go in the next 5-10 years even. Check out everything else we're watching. Make sure you guys check out the Uncut Reactions on Patreon. See you guys in the next season. Bye.
That's why we are watching.